Hello, my beautiful people. How are you today? I hope you're having a fabulous day. Liz Soroyce of 52 CEOs, and I hope you're having some peace in your life today. And the strategy today is peace, right? Bring peace to every situation and person in your life. Everyone will appreciate it. Boy, do we need more of that, right? And it really ties into love. But so often we get thrown into situations and we don't know how to deal with it, right? We automatically maybe start trying to help, but we're loud. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's happening. Maybe you're overreacting. Maybe you start crying. Maybe who knows what you're doing. But I have some strategies, 5 strategies to go along with the peace strategy. So 5 tips on how to bring peace to any situation. And it starts with yourself, of course, because I do want you to feel peace in your life. And these apply to yourself as well. But they also apply to difficult situations that you might find yourself and thrown into. And you need to know how to find peace in those situations. Could be a work environment or a family environment, or you just could be out grocery shopping, minding your business. And sometimes you're thrown into a situation where you don't know what to do, and how can you act peacefully sometimes when it's not a peaceful situation. So the first thing is set the intention that you will bring peace to the situation. Set the intention first in your head already. You know what? I'm not going to make this worse. I want to make this better. How can I make this better? Right? First thing is lower your voice, right? When somebody's screaming, oh my God, they're out of control, right? Because they are in a panic mode. And so if you are going to help that person, the first thing that you can do is lower your voice. And it's easy to try to overpower them because that's a common reaction. You want to be louder than they are, but it really doesn't help. It helps if you set the intention that you will be peaceful and keep your own peace and still help them by lowering your voice. And stay calm, of course, but be nice. Maybe you could say something nice to them, give them a compliment, but not judgmentally. Make sure it's authentic. People can feel inauthenticity. So make sure you're saying something. If nothing comes to mind, then don't say anything. Don't lie, but just be kind and give that person the benefit of the doubt. That even if it's a minor, children are classic for this, a minor scrape on their knee, but they're freaking out and they are screaming, my leg is bleeding. Let's face it, we've all seen kids overreact, right? But we try to give them compassion and love for what they're going through, because that might be the most traumatic thing that has ever happened to them. And the same with adults. Sometimes you just never know. And so when you're offering help, be positive, right? Make sure to be positive in the situation. Remember that intention, you're bringing peace. So don't say things that are negative, like, oh, stop being a baby. What are you crying about? You're not as hurt as the other guy, or something like that. Don't say those things, right? We want to stay positive and kind and compassionate. And the next one is listen, because so often we think we know the right thing to say and do, but we're not listening to them to understand what they really need or want. So it's super important that we listen to people in very difficult situations, even more than we normally would listen to them. And that does require the intention, again, of offering peace and bringing peace to the situation, calmness, right? With a lowered voice. And maybe even a slower tone. And I didn't even think about that, but that also is another tip, a slower tone. And this, right? Your face shows so much. A smile and keeping a deep breath inside of you helps keep peace inside of you, which then transfers over to them. So try to remember that, to keep peace with yourself first. when offering peace in a situation, because it does really affect the other person when you come at the situation all erratic and yelling and emotional and loud and fast, right? So we really not only need to slow down our breath, but maybe also slow down our movements, and especially our tone of voice, things like that. And so I hope you found this strategy helpful in keeping peace in your own life, in yourself, and how to extend peace in situations that could be difficult, which we all have found. I think almost everyone I know, I have several times, have found myself in difficult situations and had to bring peace to that situation, to that person, right? Just offer your compassion. And sometimes it's just a listening ear. It's just sitting there and listening rather than trying to give them solutions or talking through the problem. It's literally just sitting there with them and giving them the comfort that you are there for them. Sometimes that's all that someone needs to have peace. So just try to be aware and listen, not only with your ears, but with your eyes and your heart. And so listen, listen, listen. Thank you so much. Go bring peace to the world. I love you, and I'll see you on the next strategy.